is not good enough for me to tell you that you will all find out who you really are when you die. I want to tell you that you can find out who you are even today without waiting to die, by doing something which has been called dying while living. That dying before physical death, experiencing what will happen when you die. If you can have that experience today, you will have exactly knowledge what happens when you physically die. It's a very good exercise. For more than one reason. One reason, you'll be able to know in what form you existed prior to you were born. You will be able to remember things that happened before you were born in this body. You'll know your real past lives, personally, not by telling somebody else telling. And most of all, that you will also find that you are not dead. The body is dead. That's a big thing. And therefore, the scare, the fear today of death will disappear forever. People are all afraid of death. It's so surprising how they are afraid of death when they can find that they will never die. And it's all possible by the process called dying while living. What is the process really? It's very simple. The process is what makes us know that we have a physical body now. If we look at this question, how do we know we have a physical body? Because we are awake in the physical body. When we go to sleep, we don't know. If we have a dream, we are in another body altogether. A dream body is running around and we are lying safely in bed. We forget. In a dream, we can't remember where we are sleeping. Sometimes if we find out, we are dreaming, we try to run to find our body. We run nowhere. The dream is taking place in the same bed where we are sleeping without having gone anywhere. And we are trying to run back to find where the body is. Therefore, this whole game of creating a whole universe and an experience is dreamlike. In dream it happens, in the body, physical state it happens. When we wake up to the inner body, we discover this body was just made up for a physical experience. Now, telling you the details will take me just a few minutes of how to die while living. This is not part of the thing. This is called a coincidence. That happens in death anyway. It all turns into darkness. If you want to experience dying while living, see a person who is dying. I don't know if you ever got a chance to see a person dying. I got a chance because of my age and my friends all dying. I got a chance to see many people dying, even dying slowly in their terminal states of illness and so on. And I found that when people die, they don't die all at once like we think. They die in the physical bodies in stages and starts with the extremities of their body, which disappear and die first. When you see a person dying, he will not know where the hands and feet have gone. After a while, he doesn't know where the arms and legs have gone. Then doesn't know where the bottom of the torso has gone. He's still speaking to us and saying, I'm floating in the air. Not floating, he just lost the awareness, the consciousness of the body, lower part. And then gradually it goes up, comes to the heart level. Person cannot even speak, but the eyes are still moving. Tongue cannot speak. Only when the brain is dead, it goes right all the way up to the head. Person is dead, completely gone. Body has nothing left in it. So the process of dying, physical dying, is a withdrawal of life force, a withdrawal of your awareness of the body in stages from the extremities all the way to the head. Head dies last. Now, if that is so, our current awareness of our body is based on the reverse of that. That means we know we have a head, and because of our attention and because of our awareness, we know we have the rest of the body, and we have arms and feet, and then from there we have the whole world around us. Examine carefully. This is all a question of awareness being extended through attention to where we want to spread it out, and we have a whole awareness of this world. This can be reversed. If attention is spreading our awareness outside, what about pulling attention back to where it's originating from? We know for certainty that the attention is coming from the head. The last part to die. Let's start from the head. Not any part of the head. Let's start from a very specific part of the head, the center of the head. Must be very important part, the center of the head, the most well-protected part with so much cushioning given by the grey matter and a big skull to hold it. It's the most well-protected part of the small little things called the pineal gland and the pituitary body, the medulla oblongata, those are the medical terms of the center of the head. When we close our eyes and say, where is our attention going out from? You'll find out that is the place. Now reverse the process. And instead of spreading your attention to see what the body is like, what the world is like, pull it back to that same point. It's not difficult to do it if I'll give you a simple method of doing it. Very simple. Simple method is imagine you are there and not in the body. Simple. That your body is like a house you live in. And that's a beautiful place in which you actually are living, from where your attention flows and gives you the whole awareness you have a physical body. Consider that this is a house with 6 levels, 6 floors on the house. I picked up the number 6 floors, 6 because there are 6 energy centers that are controlling the distribution and functioning of the energies in the body. They are well mentioned as the 6 chakras. And 6 chakras start from the rectum, the genitals, the navel, the heart, the throat, and the eyes. These have been picked up because if you study how the energies flow out in the body, they're all making circuitry around these 6 points. Therefore, the 6 levels of the energy centers in our body can be considered like 6 floors of our house. We are, when we are awake, sitting on the 6th floor, looking out at the world through our eyes, physical eyes. That's the house we are living in. And now we are living inside the 6th floor in the center. Let's imagine that we have a very nice place there. All imagination. We are now going to use the inner eye, inner hands, inner body, completely for this exercise. Not this body. This body is completely still, in a state of meditation. Absolutely no movement in this body. And in the inner body, we are doing all kinds of movement. We're gathering ourselves, looking around and saying, can we jump inside the 6th floor? Wow, we can jump and hit the ceiling of the 6th floor without any weight. There's no gravity pulling us. Can you imagine the imaginary self that sits inside us, which is our own self, not somebody else? We'll never feel that somebody else is living there. We are living there. The self is living there, our own self. If our own self can move around there, sit in the center, and think of nothing but what is around you there, what do you think will happen? Any one of you can try this experiment. If you do not think of anything outside of the body, but continuously inside the body, whether real or unreal, whether imaginary or not, whether manufactured or not, you manufacture all kinds of things there and imagine them there, but stay there. What will happen? A little while you won't know where your hands and feet are. Continue to do that. You won't know where your legs and arms have gone. Stay there longer, you won't know where the torso has gone. Exactly the same way a person dies physically. no difference. And you will achieve what is called dying while living. It's a question of withdrawal of attention to your own self.